Hey everybody, this is Chris Baker. I'm from Team Westside Discs, and we're going to do a Trilogy Challenge preview today. We are out here at Karst Farm Park in Bloomington, Indiana. Hey guys, I just want to tell you about this year's Trilogy Challenge. Trilogy Challenge is a casual fun event that can take place at any local disc golf course between May 25th and October 6th. For $40, you get 3 new release discs, a t-shirt, and a mini marker. We'll talk about the discs here in a minute. If you go online to trilogychallenge.com, you can find an event to play locally, or you can also host an event and make some money for your club or yourself. The events are super easy to set up. Dynamic Disc sends you everything you need, including some prizes to hand out to any divisions that you want to set up. So if you get a chance, go to trilogychallenge.com, and now we'll go into more about this year's discs. This is my son Garrett. He is 14. He's been playing casually for about 9 or 10 years. He's going to talk to you a little bit about the discs that we're trying out today.
Okay, so this is the Keystone, and it is a putter, speed 2, glide 5, turn -1, and fade 1. This is the Gatekeeper, and this is the mid-range. It's got a speed of 4, a glide of 5, a turn of 0, and a fade of 2. And then this is the Vandal, and it's the fairway driver. And it's got a speed of 9, a glide of 5, a turn of -1.5, and a fade of 2.
So I'm going to throw the same disc here. This is the same prototype Keystone from Latitude 64 that Garrett's going to throw. It's actually been in my bag for a little while, so it's a little worn in. This is the brand new Westside Disc Gatekeeper from the Glassbone Open that was in the Players Pack. And then this is the Dynamic Disc Vandal that I've actually had in my bag for a while. I dyed it because I have color problems. And I've been throwing it for a while also, so it's a little more seasoned in than the prototype here. Apologies for the audio there. We had a bit of a windy start to our day. We also have a little bit of debris on our camera lens that we'll get off here shortly. Garrett throws Vandal off the first tee here. He likes to throw the Latitude Opto Fury, so a little bit more stable for him. This is the Vandal I've had in the bag. It's a little beat in. I got it flat and turned it over. But we all got fairly close to the hole here. This is my first putt with the prototype Keystone. Gave it a little jump there. You didn't see Garrett's upshot, but he threw a Gatekeeper up. Hole 2 is the longest hole on the course. Nice chance to air one out. Garrett's got the Vandal here. It's a really good pull for him. Probably about 250 or so. I'm going to try the Gatekeeper here. A little bit more stability than the Vandal. I can throw it a little harder. Still come up a little short. Garrett throwing an upshot with the Keystone there. Nice little turnover upshot. Now I've got a jump putt with the Keystone. Got it right up there. Hole 3 is uphill, 281. Got to hit this gap, and then the basket is up behind some trees up at the top of the hill there. Garrett fights through. I'm going to try to hyzer flip the Vandal and just miss the line to the right a little bit. It was flipping up the hill. Garrett throwing a standstill Gatekeeper up and almost gets it around the Guardian tree there. I'm doing the same thing, throwing the Gatekeeper on a standstill. A nice stable finish there. Garrett's stuck. He's got to flick out with the Keystone. And I'll tap in. We didn't show you all the tap-ins here just for time's sake. A couple of them. Hole 4, 266 is uphill and then back downhill. Garrett is going to throw the Vandal here. Let's go a little bit early. Gets a decent pull up to the top of the hill there. I'm going to throw Gatekeeper. I usually throw my Westside Pines on this hole. I can get up to the basket on those, but leave this one a little short. Garrett throws a nice upshot with a Keystone. He's really throwing that disc really great. I got a little jump putt downhill. Just a little short. And both will tap in there. Hole 5 is uphill also, and then back down Have to hit a gap here. Garrett is throwing the Vandal, and he lets go a little bit early. I like to normally throw on the right side with something overstable, but I try to turn the Vandal over to the left, just get a little tight to the trees. Garrett throws another beautiful shot with the gatekeeper right down to the basket. He's able to tap in there. I've got a long jump putt with the Keystone. Give it a little floaty bid and just hit the top of the basket. Hole 6 is a shorter hole, 244. Garrett's going to try to throw the Vandal. And he lets go a little bit early again. Kind of hydra's out on him. So, pretty stable disc for his arm speed. I'm going to throw the gatekeeper. I love how this disc sort of penetrates forward. It fades. You missed the end there, but it finished right by the basket. Garrett throws a little floaty upshot with a Keystone right to the basket. About 15-footer there for the birdie. Hole 7 is uphill. Plays a little longer. It says 297. Garrett throws Keystone to try to keep it straight. This is a hole I actually do throw the Vandal on normally. I started a little bit right, but if I can get it started a little more left, I get that nice flip to turn over. But I still got up inside the circle for a putt. Just a little short on the Keystone there. I normally putt with shields. Keystones feel pretty similar in the hand, but they're a little floatier, a little longer. This is a downhill, shorter hole. Garrett turns over his Keystone. Gets pretty far up there. I'm going to throw the gatekeeper straight at it. Again, you see this really nice forward fade, and it just rises and keeps gliding, and almost ace runs it there. Go a little deep. Make the... Oh no, didn't make it. Comebacker just off the front of the cage. Nice par from Garrett. Hole 9 is a turnover. I usually throw a forehand here. I'm going to try turning over the Keystone. Miss the gap a little bit, get a nice little tree kick over to the right. Garrett throws off the tee and gets in a bad spot and has to scramble, so he tries throwing a gatekeeper on a forehand for the first time, gets out. Has a long run for his 3, gets under the basket there. About circle's edge here with the Keystone, and it's so nice and floaty, and hit that for the 2. Hole 10 is over some brush area. It's 234. Garrett is throwing Vandal high and trying to get it to hyzer over. Just comes up a little bit short there. I'm going to throw Gatekeeper. I usually throw like an Oddie or a Verdict. Throw the Gatekeeper nice and high and actually get up right to about 15 feet. Garrett's in trouble, so he throws his Vandal overhead. And I've got about a 20-footer here for the 2. Getting comfortable with the Keystone on those putts. Hole 11's a really short hole, but you got a low ceiling and get over this tree here. And Garrett's going to throw the Gatekeeper. Leaks a little left, but gets pretty far up there. I'm going to try to throw the Keystone. I usually throw a harp here. But I'm going to throw the Keystone and just try to very gently put it on a hyzer over the top of this little tree and let it... And it will fade. If you don't throw it hard, it will fade left. Garrett's up shot. And he's right behind the basket. I've got about a 15-footer under the branches. And get a 2 there. Garrett gets his 3. Hole 12 is almost 300 feet. It slopes left to right. Garrett's going to throw the Vandal. And again, he throws it a little bit nose up and it starts to fade out on him. I am going to try to get there with the Gatekeeper. I throw it hard. It stays straight for a long time and then sort of fights over to the left, but I get to about circle's edge there. Garrett throws a Keystone and upshot, and he really holds over for him when he throws those upshots. I made my putt there from circle's edge. Hole 13 is kind of a tight hole. Got pine trees on the right and then an OB path on the left. Garrett throws Keystone,
and almost holds it over inbound, but then just leaks out of bounds at the last second there. I'm going to force over the gatekeeper here. And I get it turned over the top of the pine tree there, and actually put it right by the basket. It was a perfect disc for that kind of throw, that force over. And Garrett throws his up shot with the keystone. Taps in. Hole 14 is a perfect keystone hole. It's a short hole. You want something that finishes to the right. So we're both going to throw keystone here. Garrett just throws it a little bit low, but he gets the right line. I'm going to try to hyzer flip a little bit more. I also throw it a little bit low and get that turn. It's just a beautiful turn for that disc. It's so fun to throw. Garrett's got about a 60-footer with the keystone and just nails it. He's running to get his disc out. He's so excited he forgets to film me at the beginning there. But I did make my putt. Hole 15 is almost 300 feet over this path. In tournaments we played as out of bounds. He throws the Vandal there a little bit to the left on that tree. I'm going to try to get there with the gatekeeper, see how much I can put into it. I threw it about as hard as I can throw it. I held that straight line. I turned it over a little bit. I held that turnover line. Garrett wants to try to throw a roller here, see what a roller will do with the Vandal to get out of trouble. He gets up there to about 30 or 40 feet. Got about a 60-footer. Oh, off the top of the basket. Hole 16 is another perfect keystone throwing hole. Short hole, low ceiling, something you want to finish right. Garrett throws a keystone. Beautiful throw. Up to about 40 feet, 45 feet. I do the same thing, get just a beautiful finish there. Kind of got cut off. A little short from Garrett on his keystone putt. I get the 2 there with the keystone. Hole 17 is a pretty long one, downhill. You got a low ceiling off the tee. Garrett is going to throw keystone here just to get the right finish. It's a really nice flight. I'm going to throw Vandal. Actually, I do throw Vandal on this hole when we play it competitively. I'm going to throw it on a hyzer flip, and it gets that turn to the right. It's perfect. Garrett throws his up shot with the keystone, just continues to hold right. And here's my putt for 2. Got it. Final hole is uphill, 311. Probably plays more like 340 or 350. Garrett's got Vandal. I asked him to turn it over a little bit, so he forces it over and gets a pretty nice S-curve out of it. I am going to also do that. I'm going to try to put it up at that tree and let it work right. Gets a little bit red on me, but it has really good glide. I mean, it just stays in the air forever. Garrett's going to throw his gatekeeper on his upshot. He throws really nice upshots with that disc from 100 feet and out. I've got about a circle's edge putt. Just finally got used to putting with that thing. And Garrett for his 3. Very nice. All right, Garrett, what are your thoughts on this year's Trilogy Challenge discs?
So overall, I really like this year's Trilogy Challenge discs. The Vandal was pretty good. It turned a little bit left for my arm speed, but for a faster, stronger player, it would do pretty good. And it was pretty good if I could get it to the right far enough, it would turn back in. The gatekeeper I liked, and once I got used to it, it was great for upshots. About 60 or 70 feet, I could throw it pretty predictably to the basket. And I really liked the keystone because it reminded me of my maiden and of my pure. So it was a little bit more of a turnier pure, so I could throw it to the left and knew it would curve back right and have a really nice turn back. Or if I wanted, I could turn it on a hyzer and it would go a little straighter.
How'd you like the keystone for putting?
It was pretty good for putting. It reminded me a lot of a pure, so it wasn't that much of a change, and it was pretty good at putting. I made some good putts with it.
What did you think of the Trilogy Challenge discs?
I really like the Vandal. The Vandal is making my bag. I like it because I can throw it hard and it'll flip and turn right. It's kind of that turnover fairway driver that I've been looking for a while. the Gatekeeper for me is very similar to the Pines that I throw as a mid-range. Pretty reliable, pretty straight when you throw it hard. I think I do like the feel of the Pine rim a little bit better than the Gatekeeper, but it's a very similar disc. The Keystone I also love. The Keystone is probably my favorite disc of these three. I like it because I can throw it hard and it'll flip up and right to the right. It's really great for long putts. This plastic feels really, really good. It's going to make my bag. It's probably replacing my medium pures as my kind of turnover throwing putter.
Thanks everybody for watching. Make sure to go to trilogychallenge.com and you can sign up for a Trilogy Challenge or register to run one on your own. We will be running a Trilogy Challenge here in Bloomington at Karst Farm Park, tentatively on July 28th. So we hope to see everybody there. Thanks for watching.